What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Pet Shop Boys, and we're going back to their 1990 album Behaviour. And the next tune is the intriguingly titled My October Symphony. It's obviously specific temporally. I wish we were reacting to it next month, but I don't want to wait multiple weeks to do that, so we're doing it now in September. But yeah, it suggests a personal connection, My October Symphony. And I wonder, symphony, is it, you know, a different group of movements in life? It might not be movements in a, you know, proper classical symphony sense, but I do wonder in what context that word will play out, or, you know, how metaphorical it will be. So yeah, it's a title, a phrase that I'm not quite sure what to do with. I mean, fair to say, October, there are holidays and different feasts in different places around the world associated with that month, but there's no clear indication it's related to anything like that. And given what I've heard from their songs so far, I would expect it to be more part of a nuanced interpersonal narrative, maybe with social and cultural layering or backdrop. So let's find out what it actually is. This is Pet Shop Boys. The track is My October Symphony, and it's from the 1990 album Behaviour. Bit of that like early 90s jazzy dance feel. That's not Neil, right? It's like a steady.
So much confusion.
Did I mention I like Neil's voice?
When autumn comes around,
But who's that with
what
him?
to do about October? How to smile behind the frown.
It's not easy to
It's
do.
hard to settle down. It's so amusing.
But music?
Will they cancel the parade? We marched each October. Now they say we were never even saved. We must be very brave. Shall I rewrite or revise my October Symphony? Or as an indication, change the dedication from revolution to revelation. So we're all drinking
That part reminded me of Beethoven. I'll explain afterwards.
as leaves fall to the ground. Because we've been thinking how October let us down. Then and now
That hits hard. This is my favorite part of the track all of a sudden. People who know this channel will know I'm very fond of classical music, in particular strings, violins and cellos most notably. So the fact that there was a symphonic element to the track I enjoy very much. I'm not surprised by it, but I was very pleased to hear when those strings came in the first time. And that ending part, again, it obviously stripped it down a little bit, and it sort of turned into like a string quartet type of sound. That was fantastic. That was really sweet. I'm interested to not only re-listen to the whole tune, but I want to hear that ending part again. And then, as I said, there was a moment that reminded me of that, the famous thing about Beethoven's Eroica, originally dedicated it to Napoleon, because he thought he would be a liberator who took parts of Europe out of their backward, antiquated ways. Eventually he came to view him as a dictator, and so he, removed any association of the dedication to Napoleon. Now, that seemed to have nothing to do with what they were saying, but again, the idea of changing a dedication from revolution to revelation I found to be very interesting. Again, in part, because it made me think about Napoleonic history. In any case, we're talking about parades in October, and October not living up to maybe what he had hoped it would be, or other people would hope, and he brings in December, maybe by a point of contrast. Shout out to any fellow December birthdays out there. It specifically relates to October, and maybe parades could relate to like specific cultural events. So I don't know specifically what parade we would be talking about in October. There's clearly something cultural going on here, but I couldn't wrap my head around the contours of it. So, curious to hear what people have to say about that. The vocals, I mentioned Neil's voice, it's just silk. It's like, he's just so smooth and comfortable in the way he sings that it just, like, it has this calming quality when I listen. Now, don't get me wrong, there's moments where he has pushed it to a more intense level, but a lot of his singing is that really smooth, comfortable feel, and this is another one where I had that. But he seemed to be paired with at least one other singer, and then near the end there was like this deeper kind of bluesy voice, and I was like, wait, is that a third voice? But it seemed like there was that high, like, melodic vocal, and then I think that voice would double with Neil when it went through some of the lines. So, as I said, it seems like there's at least two people on this, maybe three vocally, so I'm curious to hear who that might be, or maybe I'm just hearing it wrong, but a cool tune, even if I'm not quite sure what it's about. I like that early 90s jazz dance feel. Again, there's some tunes that I'm fond of in the very early rave scene. Before I got involved again, I started going to raves like late 96, and a lot of rave music for me, it's like 95, 94 is kind of the cutoff. Stuff before that will sound a little bit dated, but there are some tracks from that period that I like, and some of them have that, jazzy keyboard mixed with a nice percussive beat, parts of which are like break beats. So some of the sonic flavoring on this one was giving me that early 90s dance scene type of feel. So, and again, people have made very clear when we listened to a couple tracks where Pet Shop Boys had acid work, they were saying that Chris was very interested in the techno scene and checking out rave parties. So it wouldn't surprise me to find that there might be some influence there. I don't know what else to say. I'm talking too long. I am a little bit under the weather, which might be why my brain is not working correctly. So in any case, let me know what you think of this one. I'm going to do a Liza Minnelli reaction in this same batch, so looking forward to hearing PSB over on another project 1 year prior to this. So in any case, let me know what you think of this, and we'll see you next time. Peace.